This is a Swift Challenger 560. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. In front of the van, you've got the jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker, you've got your 2 gas bottle tie downs, and we've got your gas pipe working there ready to go onto the regulator once we connect your bottles up. So brand new pipe work there, and your 2 gas bottle tie downs, we can carry a maximum of 2 6kg propane gas bottles. You then got your Aldi heating and hot water fluid on the side of the van, very simply there to allow the heating system to breathe. You don't need to do anything with this, but you just need to leave it open at all times. Down below that, you've got the wind down legs to stabilise the van, so you've got one on the opposite side in the same place, then you've got 2 on the rear of the caravan. We've then got water pump connection, blue trigger back, and blue trigger back and push in to connect it to the side of the van. And you've got your pickup pipe that needs to be fully submerged in water prior to turning the water pump on. As you can see, the act roll is completely full, and I have already filled the system up. But I will advise, once you've filled the water system up, that you refill the act roll also. You've then got your mains power lead coming to the side of the caravan, from the caravan power on, or from the site power to your leisure battery inside of the van. You've then got your 2 fridge vents. 2 fridge vents are very simply there to allow the hot air out the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. Behind the top cover, you've got a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We'll demonstrate the motor mover here on site to you, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts to the correct setting. Toilet flush tank, very simple to use. You put your key in, open up the flap and drop the flap down. And you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. In the bottom, you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid, and you need to put 1 litre of water in this cassette and a capful of the blue fluid prior to use. On the back of the cassette, there's got an orange pressure relief button, so when you tip the waste away, it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the side of the van, you've also got your 2 grey waste pipes. 2 grey waste pipes are very simply there to allow the waste or the fresh water that's been through the caravan, through the sinks and the shower, to come back out of the side of the van down here. Back of the van, as I said, there's 2 wind down legs. Coming up the door side, you've got your motor mover and wheels again, or wheel again, sorry, should I say. 3-pin sockets so you can have power out to your awning. Storage for underneath your front seating area, and your barbecue gas point so you can have a barbecue connected on the outside of the van. Coming on to the inside of the caravan now. Above the door, as you come into the caravan, you've got your main control panel, so you can turn your power on for the caravan on this button on the bottom right hand side. You've then got your awning light for the outside of the caravan on this top left hand side here. You've got your dimming lights for above the cabinet at the front. So when I turn these on, they'll come on. But down the bottom of the screen here, you'll see it says dimming level, and to adjust these, you just press this central arrow. And if they're at 100%, then they're at their brightest setting, as you can see. You've then got your internal roof lighting for the caravan, and your water pump run at the bottom here. I'll come back to this in a moment. You have got some advanced settings on the screen. You've got your battery voltage on the screen here. You've got heater settings, system settings. For these, we do advise you read the manual. It will tell you what alarm system's on the van, and then your leisure battery charging, again, will then come back up. Time at the top of the control panel here, which you can adjust as you go through the settings. Also above the door, you've got your Aldi heating and hot water control panel. When you initially come into the van, this will be turned off, and this is your power button for it just here on the bottom left-hand side. We do advise you always turn this control panel off before you turn off the main control panel next to it. So I'm just going to leave this off for a minute, and I'll come back to it in a moment. Underneath the seat on the front right-hand side of the caravan, you'll see that you've got your mains consumer unit. You've got isolator button at the back here to isolate all of the mains power to the caravan. So when this button is popped up, so once you press it in, it pops up, it means all of the 240 power and 12 volt is isolated inside the caravan. On the top right hand side here, you've got your reverse polarity, your charger and your heating and hot water systems for onboard the caravan. You've then got your 12 volt fuses for the 12 volt systems on board the caravan. And then next to it, you've got your 240 trip switches for the 240 systems on board the van. Hit the test switch, and if this switch drops down, it means you have mains power coming into the caravan. If it stays in the upright position, it means you have no mains power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. Also, while we're underneath this seat, the yellow drain down valve, if you have that flat with the floor, as it is at the moment in the video, it means you'll be able to fill the water system up. If that valve is upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat, it will drain all the water out of the system onto the floor underneath the van. Once that valve's flat, you can open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. As you can see, I've already pre-filled the system. You can open all the taps up on the hot side and then come to the control panel above the door and turn the water pump on. Once the water pump is running, the water system will start filling up, and then eventually you'll have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan. You would never turn on the hot water heating until this system is completely full, as if you do turn it on with the water system empty, you could potentially burn out the heating element or the water heating element inside of the tank. So now it's full, I'm just going to turn it off. And then I'm going to come back to the control panel above the door. So I'm going to turn on the Audi control panel with the button on the bottom left hand side. Once it loads, we're going to have the symbol here indicating that it's got mains power coming to the caravan. And then you've got your current room temperature on the bottom right hand side here. Hit the menu button. The top option here is your room temperature, so you can have plus or minus for your room heating. I'm just going to turn that off for now because I don't think we need that on today. Five degrees is heating off. Below that, you have your water temperature. So you have hot water heating off, hot water heating on. So the hot water is now turned on, and then you've got boost when this bar is completely full. The option below that is the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. So you've got either off, 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts of power. 1 kilowatt of power is the lowest setting obviously, and it will not be as efficient as what it would be on the 3 kilowatt setting. But if you do want to boost it when you're running 1 or 2 kilowatts, you can actually use the gas as a boost. So you can hit the gas option here with the gas turned on in the front locker. It will self-ignite on gas, and if it fails to ignite on gas, it will come up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen with 2 exclamation marks at either end. When you come into the caravan and turn the water on, do be careful because I've left it on boost just so that you can see everything is warming up as it should do. Next up is the fridge. So with the fridge, it's very simple to use. On the front of the fridge, you have a control panel with power on the front left-hand side here. Once it goes blue on the icon here, it means the fridge is turned on. At the moment, the fridge is trying to ignite on gas. Now, with the gas not being turned on at the moment, it will fail to ignite. And when it fails to ignite, it will actually flash the red warning light on the right-hand side here. And it will also flash the blue flame symbol just here to indicate it has failed to ignite. If you're on gas or mains, you can control the temperature of the fridge with the button on the right hand side here, and the more blocks you have lit up, the colder the fridge will be. If you want to run 240 mains for the fridge, hit the 240 mains option and the fridge will start chilling on the 240 if you connect it to 240. The next option you see here is the 12 volt mode. Now the 12 volt mode, a lot of people think is a 12 volt from the battery on board the caravan. It is not. It is the 12 volt supply from the car you are towing with. So you need to connect to the car. You can have both the control panels turned off above the door, turn the fridge on, and then hit the 12 volt mode. If this light goes solid blue here, then it means the fridge is chilling on the 12 volt. It is only a cool box, and it will not freeze the freezer compartment or completely make the fridge cold. If you haven't got the right connection in the back of your car, or it's not wired up correctly, then this will not operate along with the 12 volt charging of the battery on board the caravan also. Next up, we've got the hob. The hob, grill and oven are all very simple to use. They're very much the same as your household appliances. 240 electric ring will only work when you're on 240 mains, the same as the 240 powered microwave. So if you're off grid, you'll have no microwave and no electric hob. And then the gas, you will have the rest of your gas hob, the same as your grill and oven as well below. Coming through into the bathroom now, and the last thing we're going to go through on this particular caravan is the toilet system. You have an electric flush on the toilet where you hit the blue button and allow you to flush the toilet system. You have a red indicator light that will illuminate red to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself actually turns for your convenience, as you can see. However, when the toilet waste cassette is completely full, you need to make sure this toilet's back in the central position to allow you to remove the toilet waste cassette. Then below the toilet, you'll actually see your grey waste handle. To allow the waste into the toilet cassette underneath the van, or in the side of the van, you need to push this grey handle across to the right hand side. Then when you're not using the toilet, you'll have it back in the central position, so no smells come back up inside the caravan, and also it will allow you to remove that cassette. So this is a Swift Challenger 560. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thanks again. Bye bye.